Gomez. I am a Spanish teacher at Edwards Elementary School in third grade. This is a dual language school, and in this video I'm going to show you a lesson plan step by step. This lesson plan was created to show the importance of having an inclusive learning environment. This is very important for every student in the way that they can feel supported, valued, and empowered to succeed. Okay, the class was designed to learn about question words in Spanish. So first I did an introduction of the question words in Spanish. Um, so I said each one of the words. I used these posters to teach about the words, about pronunciation, and about the use of each one of the question words. After that, I implemented a warm-up. It was a game in which I used the same posters of the previous explanation, but in this case, I point a word and I repeat the word twice. For example, ¿por qué, por qué? And students have to repeat ¿por qué, por qué? But if I point a word and I said a different question word, for example, if I am pointing ¿por qué? But I said ¿cuándo?, students have to be quiet. I did 8 rounds of this game. Students were super engaged with this activity. They were super attentive, repeating words. Now let's see how was this game implemented in class.
¿Cuándo, cuándo?
¿Cuándo, cuándo?
¿Dónde, dónde?
¿Dónde, dónde?
¿Cómo, cómo?
¿Cómo, cómo?
¿Por qué, por qué?
¿Por qué, por qué?
¿Cuál, cuál?
¿Cuál, cuál?
¿Cuáles, cuáles?
¿Cuáles, cuáles?
¿Qué, qué?
¿Qué, qué?
¿Quién, quién?
¿Quién, quién?
¿Cuándo, cuándo?
¿Cuándo, cuándo?
¿Dónde, dónde?
¿Dónde, dónde?
¿Por qué, por qué?
¿Por qué, por qué?
¿Cómo, cómo?
¿Cómo, cómo?
¿Cuáles, cuáles?
¿Cuáles, cuáles?
¿Por qué, por qué?
¿Por qué, por qué?
Well, in this second part, I invited students to sit on the floor, on the carpet. We made a circle and I projected this slide with the question words again. But this time I used question marks to teach that in Spanish we have 2 question marks. One to open the question and one to close the question. Also in this part I use gestures to teach about intonation of the words. So I said, for example, que, and students have to repeat. They have to stand up and repeat the word using gestures and the correct intonation. Que. Next one, for example, como. Next one, cuando. So gestures and movement help students to remember the correct intonation of the word. Well, and I projected this picture. This picture results very interesting and attractive for them, Candice. And I ask, ¿qué preguntas puedo hacer? So students started to think impossible questions, and with all this information, we create vocabulary list. This vocabulary list would be very helpful for the final activity. After that, I focus on the objective of the class. Nosotros aprenderemos a escribir un párrafo de respuesta breve corta. After that, I gave some criteria for succeed. So we have some steps. So I said, repeat the question clearly, The second step was answer in a clear and short way. The third step is give evidence that help understand my answer. The fourth step is write a clause. And finally, check the punctuation. After that, we did a group activity in which I read this question. ¿Deberíamos nosotros venir a la escuela 2 días por semana? Nosotros deberíamos venir a la escuela 2 días por semana y tener los otros 5 días libres. En esos 5 días libres podríamos jugar en el parque, ayudar en la casa y leer más libros. Por eso pensamos que nosotros deberíamos venir a la escuela solo 2 días por semana. So this was an example in which I explained to students that first we need to give evidence. So in the introductory sentence, we have to include the same words that are on the question. Then we have the arguments and finally the conclusion. After this example, I projected again the previous picture, but this time I asked, ¿cuál es mi dulce favorito? So this question is for the next activity, that is the individual activity. So students have to think in an answer, then they sat on their chairs again and they wrote an answer in a piece of paper. Also, I focus in the importance of the steps to write their answers. I use a timer of 15 minutes, and when students finish, they have to come back to the card. After the 15 minutes, I use this roulette with the names of students to share some of the answers. And finally here, we have the close or the reflection of the class. Pudimos escribir un párrafo de respuesta breve y corta. Hice un buen trabajo. ¿Cómo lo sé? So some students shared their answers. As we can see in this lesson plan, I implemented a lot of visual aids and gestures with the objective of helping the student with the hearing disability and also the students with reading difficulties.